kids, will you keep quiet while I talk to the producer?
Cities and towns stretching across the prairies pass rapidly in panorama. Saskatoon comes in for its share of the glories during a brief 2-hour visit. The ceremony begins with the unfurling of a human singing flag that shows every evidence of being well rehearsed. His Majesty pauses a moment to chat with the mayor. Then comes a graceful curtsy for the king from little Anne McEachran and a bouquet for the queen. The visit ends with the signing of the city's register, a book that will be treasured long years after the royal visit to Saskatoon has passed into history.
What are you doing? Is that all grainy and stuff? No wonder the enemy used to run away from these guys. Oh no! I don't have hi-fi at home.
A little seen Canadian film called Meet the Navy. Meet the Navy.
A real find from the 1940s. It's been restored by a Saskatoon filmmaker and is playing at the Broadway.
Disparu depuis la fin de la Deuxième Guerre mondiale sera approché à Saskatoon.
Oui, en fait, c'est une adaptation d'un spectacle qui a été produit par la Marine canadienne.
You'll be rattled if you're caught in that boat. Now get cracking. We've got a rehearsal to do. Okay.
Qui a traversé le pays. Après une série de tournées, le spectacle Meet à bande maîtresse est mystérieusement disparu. Mais récemment, Sergei Romanov de Saskatoon a retrouvé le film. Son père Ivan était le directeur musical. On le voit ici, balalaïka en main, alors qu'il a que 30 ans. Et pour souligner le jour du souvenir, pour rendre hommage à son père, mais Sergei Romanov projette Meet the Navy au théâtre Broadway jusqu'à vendredi.
Hello, is this Blanche?
Yes, it is.
Oh my, I finally got a hold of you.
Yes, you did.
It's Sergei Romanov here.
See, I was in the actual Navy show.
Please, kids, will you keep quiet while I talk to the producer?
Jackson here.
That's you, Lou? Oliver here. Just saw the stuff on the screen.
Oh, Bill. What'd you think?
Yes, sir. Take it from me, it's great. Terrific snow name for it. It's colossal.
The boss wants to talk to you. Yeah, Bill, I could understand part of it. Most of it's good. Could use some work, though.
Thanks, Chief. You can rely on me. Well, kids.
You saw the movie, did you?
Oh, yes, of course. My husband did the choreography.
Okay.
And he was in it. My husband was in it. Ivan was too, because when it was on the stage, it had a bounce and a vigor. Two Russian. They actually, I think there were three. One boy did a bit and two girls.
Yes.
Well, actually, Al and I did it again in Halifax for the province of Nova Scotia in 1980.
Yes.
And then it toured around the province, and it did so well that they put it back on again in '82.
And what was it like to play to those audiences? Were they? I mean, our memory is from the movies, right?
Yeah.
The white troops wildly cheering the girls.
Oh
and
yeah,
rah,
well
rah.
that was like that.
It was that.
Yes.
And were they shouting things? And
Oh yeah, I remember I walked with kind of a swing. I would get applause when I went. Oh, isn't this marvelous? And then it was pointed out to me. But sort of swinging my butt around as I walked.
and were there sailors lining up for dates at the stage door?
No. Oh, at least not as far as I was concerned, anyway.
Were there chaperones, or were they not allowed, or? I guess my question is, how loose and wild was it?
Goings on in the company. You know, I'm a fairly small town girl.
And how long were you with the tour for?
What was it, 2.5 years? I mean, we did it. The actual Navy show came about by Joseph Connery, who was the captain.
Yeah.
He had this friend in Hollywood.
I suppose you've heard this buzz going around about this new Navy show. Yes, sir, I have. Naval Headquarters have just authorized a big musical review. They want to use our people as nucleus for it. Yes, sir. There'll be a gala opening for the Governor General, Prime Minister, the embassies, Army, Navy, and you are to take charge.
Who, me, sir?
I'll be right there to see you in all your glory in Ottawa.
Who provide a colorful escort on the royal journey through the city.
Joseph Connery, who was the captain,
Yeah.
he had this friend in Hollywood who came up, and then they brought up a director and a choreographer. So it was built from the A1. It wasn't copied from anything.
Okay.
And they had a big closing number to bell-bottom trousers. All these famous people from Hollywood came up, and they all, like they said to my husband and I, let us see what you do. So we have been dancing for about 5 years together before we joined the Navy.
Right.
And so we showed them our routines, and the chap gave us a piece of music. He said, "That's lovely. You go and set a dance to this," and handed us the music. There were 3 accordionists.
You probably remember Freddie Grant?
Oh, yes, I remember Freddie Grant.
Well, I actually met Freddie Grant in the 60s before the Toronto City Hall was built.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Old Chinatown had a lychee gardens that was a magnificent...
My husband and I used to go to Lychee Garden and take our children there so often.
Wasn't that a beautiful place?
Oh, it was lovely. And the people, they knew us so well, and we walk in, they say, "Here's your table." And even one New Year, they asked us if we would perform there, and we performed one New Year's for them.
Well, Freddie wrote You'll Get Used to It.
Yes, I think he wrote the music, and I think John Pratt did a lot of the lyrics.
We can't stop him. He'll try to sing that song of his. Oh, this is awful. This is awful. He's got to have a background. He's got to have a background.
I know, Tommy. We can use that scenery he's been painting.
That's it. Get it.
You'll get used to it. Oh, the Navy, bless the Navy, you'll get used to it. When you go on leave to find that the girl you left behind has been as true in every way as you have been to her, I'll say it's wonderful. It's marvelous how two can always play at every game. You've got to get used to it, and you'll get used to it. But you better get yourself another day. Just think it over. Why not go and get yourself a local flame? You'll be in clover. But you'll have to get yourself another day. You'll get used to it. You'll get used to it. To ration is the fashion. You'll get used to it. Life may seem so incomplete when your coffee isn't sweet. And far away the hills are green, but can you get the gasoline? It's wonderful. It's marvelous to draw your half a gallon every day. You've got to get used to it. And when you're used to it, then the government will take the car away. It's no use talking. The government always has the final say. So keep on walking while the gasoline is charged against your pay. You'll get used to it. You'll get used to it. Now the war is really over, you'll get used to it. When you're through with your team off, you go looking for a job. But they have the man they cannot sack. They never thought that you'd come back. It's wonderful. It's marvelous how satisfied the company seems to be. You've got to get used to it, and you'll get used to it. But you might as well go home and have your tea a kibbered herring. No one cares for little men like you and me, so keep on swearing. And just pack it up and go right back to sea.
But that was wonderful. Marvelous. Well, why didn't you tell me before that you had that car? Hey, Tommy, you want it over here? Oh, all right, I'll be right over. Horace, you was absolutely wonderful.
Yes, I think he wrote the music, and I think John Pratt did a lot of the lyrics.
Oh, yeah, the classy Russian lady. And I've totally lost connection with that family. I don't know how to get a hold of anybody on her side. And she, she left us in '61 from breast cancer. And
was this Elsa?
no, this was Regina.
Oh, your mother.
Yeah.
Oh, and what about Elsa? Is she alive?
I don't know. That's a good question.
And your dad passed away too, did he?
Yeah, he made it to 83. Passed away in '97 from lung damage.
Oh, boy.
He smoked those cigars too much. He didn't get cancer. He didn't get cancer. He just hurt his lungs.
It all started in '43 when people responded to an ad, and they came to the audition and they got their positions in the show, and then they were told, you have to join the Navy.
I'm an actor, singer, dancer. I'm a triple threat, and you're also a bosun. Okay.
Hello?
So is that any better?
Hey, I thought we got cut off.
I'm on Ma Bell now, so...
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
they've been going for a long time. They're pretty reliable.
Yeah, it's just like a big old battleship, you know?
That's right.
Hopefully it won't let me down.
Oh, dear.
Oh, man.
You never know with these electronic things.
You big lug. I could kill you.
Not on your life. Give me a kiss. And that's an order.
The best show in town gives a command performance, and it doesn't happen very often. This is the biggest thing that's happened in your lives yet. You've got to put on the best show that you've ever done, because tonight the King and the Queen are seeing our show.
sun breaks through, it's as if nature, like the citizens of Ottawa, has been saving all her welcome through long hours of waiting. Now loyal subjects and radiant sun unite to make historic the moment of their Majesty's welcome. The King and Queen take their places in the carriage to drive in state through the great throng of more than 250,000 people gathered about the station and lining the 5-mile route of the royal procession from Island Park Drive to Government House, the residence of Canada's Governor-General.
She once swept an admiral clear off his feet. The ships on her hips made his heart skip a beat.
Thanks so much, Blanche.
Okay, it's nice talking to you, and anything happens, let me know.
Oh, good. It's so good talking to you. You're a real sweetie.
Thank you.
Okay.
I met her at the World's Fair in 1900, marked down from 1940.
When you're on the deck of a ship, you have to lean over to compensate the lean, you know, so that you can stand straight. So the ship is starting to do this. So you would compensate.
Ah, this meeting brings back memories. Childhood days, lemonade, romance. My life was wrapped around a circus. Her name was Lydia. Ah, Lydia. She was the most glorious creature.
Oh Lydia, say have you met Lydia? Oh Lydia, the tattooed lady.
Lydia, oh Lydia, say have you met Lydia? Lydia, the tattooed lady.
She's got eyes that folks adore.
She has eyes that folks adore.
And a torso even more so.
And a torso even more so.
Lydia, oh Lydia, that encyclopedia. Oh Lydia, the queen of tattoo.
Lydia, oh Lydia, that encyclopedia. Oh Lydia, the queen of tattoo.
On her back is the Battle of Waterloo, and beside it the wreck of the Hesperus too.
Back is the Battle of Waterloo, beside it the wreck of the Hesperus too, and proudly above waves the red, white, and blue. You can learn a lot from Lydia.
And proudly between waves the red, white, and blue. You can learn a lot from Lydia.
When a robe is unfurled, she will show you the world.
If you'll step right up and tell her where.
For a dime you can see Kankakee or Paris or Washington crossing the Delaware.
Or Washington crossing the Delaware. Da da da, da da da.
Oh Lydia, say have you met Lydia? Lydia, the tattooed lady. When our muscles start relaxing, up the hill comes Andrew Jackson.
Up the hill comes Andrew Jackson. Lydia, oh Lydia, that encyclopedia.
Lydia, oh Lydia, that encyclopedia. Oh Lydia, the queen of them all.
Lydia, oh Lydia, the queen of them all.
For 2 bits she will do a mazurka in jazz.
With a view of Niagara that no artist has.
And on a clear day you can see Alcatraz. You can learn a lot from Lydia. La, la, la. Come along and see Buffalo Bill with his lasso. Just a little classic by Mendel Picasso. Here is Captain Spaulding exploring the Amazon. Here's Godiva, but with her pajamas on.
For 2 bits she will do a mazurka in jazz. La, 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 oh Lydia, say have you met Lydia? Oh Lydia, the champ of them all.
Here is Grover Whalen unveiling the Trilon. Over on the west coast we have Treasure Island. Here's Nijinsky doing the rumba. Here's her social security number.
She once swept our admiral clear off his feet, and the ships on her hips made his heart skip a beat.
And now the old boy's in command of the fleet, for he went and married Lydia. Oh, Lydia, that encyclopedia. Oh, Lydia, the champ of the world. I said Lydia. He said Lydia. They said Lydia. We said Lydia. La, la.
And now the old boy's in command of the fleet, for he went and married Lydia.